Women are great managers and great leaders.
Wow, I love that. So I know that you key in a lot on the 5 keys to vibrant health. I would love to kind of dive into this and start to dissect what some of this is. First of all, can you share with us what those are?
Yeah, the 5 keys I developed over time. The first one is you have to take care of your physical body. It's a vehicle that takes you from conception to death. You only have one. Now, if you have a Ferrari, you can change it, but your body, you cannot change it. And most people take better care of their cars and their bodies. So, my first key is about vibrant physical health, but that also includes, well, that includes food, that includes movement, being in nature, socialization, being in sunshine, rest, and relaxation. That's my first key. The second key is about emotional mastery. You want to master your emotions. You don't want your emotions to take a hold of you and you explode in anger or jealousy or start cackling. You need to be able to master your emotions and have them appropriately. Oh, that's one of these French words that has a different sound in English. And the third one is mental fitness. It comes from basically your brain's software. It's based on neuroscience. It's wiring, rewiring the brain, and there are very easy tools that you can have to rewire that brain. Now, when I started to train over 50 years ago in psychology, with psychoanalysis at the time, you spend week after week on the psychoanalyst couch for 7, 10 years talking about your problems, and maybe you found a solution. No, not a solution, why they came, where they came from. But with neuroscience, you can get rid of a problem sometimes in an hour.
Wow.
You don't have to talk over and over. So I think those three first keys are important for everybody. The fourth one is going deeper into the subconscious mind. My thesis was on the power of the mind in healing. So that's what I love to do. I love to dialogue with challenges, dialogue with the subconscious mind, dialogue with cells, with diseases. And then the fifth key, I call it love, life, and miracle. It's working in the energy field,
Mm.
and it's in quantum physics. We know very little about it. It's a new field, and it's to me it's fascinating and kind of scary too. So those
Yes.
are 5 keys.
So when you talk about mental fitness and specifically talking to women in mental fitness, what does this look like?
You go to a gym to train, right? You have a coach that show you how to do the weights, and it's a very simple exercise. You take weight and you lift, right? You
Mhm.
can do that with your mind. You can take a bottle and pass it on from one side to another. If you have a thought that keeps looping, by doing that, you will stop the looping. It's a very, very simple exercise. It changes your brain. Looping usually happens on the right side of the brain. And as you do this exercise, you pass your midline. It gives blood circulation going all over the brain and kind of dissipates that thought. A thought only lasts 90 seconds. If it loops, that's because you keep adding something to that thought. So let's give me an example. We're very good at awfulizing or catastrophizing. I lived in Las Vegas for a while and I had a 15 or 16-year-old daughter. She asked me to take her to Red Rock, which was a state park. She wanted to go, hike because she felt kind of depressed that day. So give her a ride. My kids love to go hiking on their own and they just do that. I'm used to that. So she asked me to go pick her up at 7. Went back home, and on my way back, I started to think, what an awful mother I am, letting my daughter alone in Europe. Haven't I watched, CSI and CSI Las Vegas? They find skeletons. After a few years, am I going to find my daughter? And it went on for about 10 minutes, and I realized, wait a minute. looping, catastrophizing, and I stopped it and went to pick up my daughter. She was there, all happy and calm. That's when we pick up something from the news.